I was just a boy when I made the decision that would change everything. My name is Abdullahi, and this is my story. The Sahara, a sea of sand, as beautiful as it is deadly. I had no idea then just how much this desert would test me.
Life is a journey, Abdullahi. Sometimes we must risk everything to find our true path. But remember, the greatest changes happen within us.
But Grandma, how will I know if I'm on the right path?
Your heart will tell you, child. Listen to it always.
Life in my village was hard. The sun scorched our crops, and opportunity was as scarce as rain. But it was home. Still, I dreamed of more. My eyes always drifted towards the horizon.
Aren't you hungry, Abdullahi?
Not as hungry as you, little one. Eat up.
I tried to be kind, to do what was right. But kindness doesn't fill empty stomachs or build futures. And the future, it called to me.
My friend, Europe is everything we dreamed. There are jobs, schools, opportunities. The streets are clean. The buildings touch the sky. You must come.
Those words, they lit a fire in me. A dangerous, all-consuming fire. I couldn't ignore it, no matter how hard I tried.
It's too dangerous, Abdullahi. You could die in that desert.
And what kind of life do I have here? I want more for all of us.
Son, sometimes the greatest wealth is family and home.
But what if I could give us a better home, a better life?
I knew the journey would be perilous. The Sahara doesn't forgive mistakes. But I was young, full of dreams and foolish courage.
I'm sorry. I love you. I'll come back, I promise.
Leaving was the hardest thing I had ever done. My heart felt like it was being torn in two. I didn't know then that it was only the beginning of my pain. In that moment, I almost turned back. Almost. And so, with nothing but hope and a pocket full of dreams, I stepped into the unknown. The deadly journey had begun. With that last glance, I said goodbye to everything I'd ever known. The boy who left that village would never truly return. The desert, it's a living thing, you know. Breathing, shifting, always hungry. I didn't understand that then, but I would learn. Days blurred into nights, then back into days. The sun was merciless, the sand, everywhere. In your eyes, your mouth, your very soul.
Water. We need water.
Here, boy. Small sips. Make it last.
Thank you. I'm Abdullahi.
Malik. Stick close, Abdullahi. The desert doesn't forgive mistakes.
Malik, he became my guide, my protector. In him, I saw a glimpse of the man I might become, if I survived.
See how the dunes move? The desert is alive. Respect it or it will swallow you whole.
Border Patrol, hide!
I thought my heart would burst from my chest. The taste of sand, the roar of engines, the fear. It was overwhelming.
How do you stay so calm?
Practice, boy. Too much practice.
The storm came out of nowhere. A wall of sand ready to erase us from existence.
Group together. Use your clothes as cover.
In that moment, I wasn't just fighting for myself. I was fighting for all of us.
You did well, Abdullahi. You're learning.
The camp, it was supposed to be a respite. Instead, it was just another circle of hell.
Is this what awaits us in Europe too?
Europe is a dream, Abdullahi. But dreams can turn to nightmares if we're not careful.
It happened so fast. One moment we were walking, the next, chaos.
Malik, where are you?
Alone, in the Sahara. I had never felt so small, so insignificant. As I lay there, the sun beating down, I thought of home, of my family. Had I thrown it all away for nothing?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
In that moment, between the vast desert and the endless sky, I felt the weight of every choice, every step that had led me there. And I wondered, was this the end of my journey? But something inside me refused to give up. The desert might be merciless, but I discovered I was too. I had come too far to let this be the end. And so I stood, ready to face whatever came next. The journey wasn't over. Not yet. I don't know how long I lay there, waiting for death. But death, it seemed, had other plans for me. They were like a mirage at first. The Tuareg, desert nomads. To me, they were salvation.
He wakes. Bring more water.
Thank you.
They took me in, nursed me back to health. In their kindness, I found a strength I didn't know I possessed.
It is time. We will guide you to the coast.
I'm ready.
Ready? I thought I was ready when I left my village. But this was different. I was different. The journey to the coast was another test. But now I had the tools to face it. The desert had forged me anew.
The sea?
I had dreamed of this moment. But standing there, the reality of what lay ahead hit me like a wave.
You ready for this, boy?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now.
The sea, it was another kind of desert, vast, unforgiving. But as I looked at the faces around me, I saw my own story reflected back.
Hold on, we're almost there.
My journey, our journey, it wasn't over. Perhaps it never would be. But as I stood there, between the desert behind and the unknown ahead, I knew one thing for certain. I was no longer the boy who had left that small village. The desert, the journey, it had changed me. Forever. This is my story. But it's not just mine. It's the story of thousands. Of hope. Of survival. Of the lengths we'll go to find a place to call home.